So you're thinking about moving to Calgary, Alberta? In this video, we're actually going to jump on the map and I'm going to give you guys a full tour from our perspective on the southeast quadrant of Calgary, Alberta. Now this is going to be one of the first videos in our Calgary Communities Explained. So if you want to be the first to get notified when these videos come out, make sure to hit that bell and subscribe to our channel.
Hey guys, this is Riley Nichols with the Bricks Real Estate Group, and I'm super excited to do our first Calgary Communities Explained tour. Now, today we're going to be discussing the southeast quadrant of Calgary. Now, we thought this would be super valuable for you guys to just see in video format. We do this with our clients all the time when they are relocating or even just looking to move within Calgary. And maybe they lived in the Southwest and they really want to go to the Southeast for certain schools or different walking paths or whatever the case is. And we always just jump on the map and start talking about the different neighborhoods and what each quadrant has to offer. So today I'm going to be covering the southeast quadrant of Calgary. We are going to get a little bit more granular as time goes on, and we're going to do neighborhood specific videos. That way you guys can really understand exactly what that community has to offer. But for this video here, we're going to be covering the southeast quadrant as a whole. So essentially the southeast quadrant runs with Macleod Trail coming down this way, and then it cuts down Glenmore over here, and then it cuts down Stony this way here, and this stuff also encompasses southeast Calgary. It's also going to grab Walden and Legacy and a few other communities down here, but as a whole, generally this is what the southeast quadrant of Calgary covers. Now again, the southeast is going to have a mixed demographic of homes and different things that it offers. So again, depending on what your goals are and what you're actually looking at purchasing, you really want to be mindful of this so that you're actually placing your family in a good spot that's going to serve your guys' needs well. Now, if we start with some of the stuff kind of on the northwest tip of the southeast, now, actually, let's reverse. We're going to talk about some of the roads and different things that run through southeast Calgary. So you've got Deerfoot Trail that runs north to south, which is the main artery and the main highway. This highway can get super busy during peak times, so 4 o'clock rush hour, people coming home from work and school and things like that. People coming from downtown on Deerfoot, getting into the south, coming back home from downtown. So again, it can get kind of clogged at times. But this is the main artery that's going to run north to south in Calgary, essentially. Now you've got Glenmore that runs east to west, and that cuts across over here. That's Highway 8. And again, this can get super busy as well during peak times, especially during rush hour, like 4 or 5 o'clock. But it is a good access point to get you out west towards the mountains. If you're heading out east towards, Chestermere and Medicine Hat and things on the east side, Glenmore Trail is a really good access point. You've also got Macleod Trail that runs north to south. And again, Macleod Trail, you can take Macleod Trail and it's literally going to head straight into downtown. And it literally runs north to south. So you've got good access points on Macleod Trail heading towards downtown. If you work downtown, if you commute downtown, again, this is a really good access point right here. Now, on the northwest side, you've got a few communities here that are great. So you've got Acadia, Willow Park, Mapleridge, Lake Bonavista, Deer Ridge and Deer Run, and then Parkland over here. And this is the Bow River that runs all the way down here. That's one of our main water sources. And you've also got Fish Creek Provincial Park. It's all this green space that kind of runs around here. A lot of people like these communities here because they're older, they have a lot of character, they've got mature trees, they've got big lots. The school systems are very good depending on what neighborhood you're in. And for people looking for a larger backyard with trees and more maturity, these are some neighborhoods that we're typically going to recommend. Lake Bonavista was actually the first lake community in Calgary, homes that are built in the 60s and 70s. And you've got stuff ranging from $500,000 up to $3 million if you're backing onto the lake. Willow Park has a great golf course. Mapleridge has a great golf course right here as well. And then Acadia, again, older bungalows built in the 50s and 60s, generally with detached garages, ranging from 1,000 square feet up to 1,500 square feet. And you've got a good blend of product in that neighborhood as well. Deer Ridge and Deer Run, again, that's kind of in this southeast little corner. Affordability is pretty good. You've got some homes built in the 70s. You've got a mix of townhouse, duplex, condos, and detached homes. And the affordability is pretty good down there. And a lot of people like it because Fish Creek Park is right here. So if you guys like to, go on bikes, biking paths, go for walks, hang out by the Bow River, there's a lot of great dog parks and stuff that kind of border the Bow River. And this neighborhood is a great little spot to be in. Parkland is kind of a little hidden gem that's tucked right here. Again, there's homes that are fronting onto the ridge and backing onto the ridge. We call it the ridge. That's Fish Creek Park because there's a big ridge right here. And there is acres and acres of green space and wildlife. And it's just a great little spot to live. So again, if you're looking for maturity, older homes, bigger lots, this is kind of a little pocket in the southeast that's really good to consider. Heading a little bit further south, we've got Midnapore. So Midnapore is another lake community. We've also got Sundance, which is another lake community. So you see there, you got the little body of water. And again, some of these, again, Fish Creek Park is right here. So you've got great access to the lake if you're in these communities. And you've also got access to all these green spaces within Fish Creek Park, which is fantastic. So again, Midnapore and Sundance are going to be older neighborhoods, more trees, more built out, more developed. If you're looking for kind of that more mature feel, these are the neighborhoods that you guys are going to want to consider. Now, if we flip over on the other side, coming down Deerfoot here, you've got some newer communities that have been built out. And again, these are great spots for first-time home buyers because pricing is relatively good in comparison to some of the other neighborhoods. But you're not going to get the mature feeling and big trees that you would in some of these neighborhoods here. So now moving over to this side, we've got some of the more newer communities that are, again, great spots. So you've got Douglasdale right here, which again borders Fish Creek Park and the Bow River, and that kind of wraps around here. You've got McKenzie Lake, which is another man-made lake, which is a great lake community. And again, on this side of Deerfoot, these homes are built in the 90s. So they're a little bit newer than Lake Bonavista, Deer Ridge. And you've got a blended product, you know, more 2 stories with attached garages in these neighborhoods. You're not going to see those small bungalows with detached garages in these neighborhoods. But again, they're great spots to raise families. There's really good schools. McKenzie Lake is a very popular community. And again, there's a variety of stuff. There's even some duplexes in there and some older spots in McKenzie that are pretty affordable with no condo fees. So you've got kind of a good blend in McKenzie Lake and Douglasdale. If you flip over to the other side of Deerfoot, you've got McKenzie Town, Copperfield, and then you've got New Brighton as well. And then you've got a really big, basically a big hub right here, which is 130th. And 130th has a ton of amenities. You've got Lowe's, you've got Home Depot, you've got different restaurants, tons of different retail stores and stuff like that. And it's actually a great spot to go if you need to do your shopping and need to get groceries or furniture shopping or whatever the case is. This is a great hub that even residents in these communities over here, they're going to hop on Deerfoot, head down to 130th, and they've got access to a lot of the amenities down here. McKenzie Town, again, you've got some more multifamily here. So you do have really nice single family homes, but you've also got duplexes, townhouses, condos. Copperfield is going to be in the same boat. And then New Brighton as well. You've got a good blend of multifamily and single family houses. These are generally going to be newer. In McKenzie Town, you've got some stuff that's built in the late 90s. Copperfield and New Brighton, there's anywhere between, early 2000s up until 2014, 2015. So again, good entry point for a lot of first-time home buyers. There's also even good stuff in here in the move-up market, up to 700,000 to 800,000. Again, it just depends on kind of what your goals are. Now, if we head a little bit further south into Mahogany and Auburn Bay, these are great lake communities, and these are going to be newer lake communities. So you've got lots of new product down here, and you can see you've got Auburn Bay Lake right here. You've also got the Mahogany Lake. Chairman's Steakhouse is a super popular restaurant that a lot of people are raving about. And these are, again, newer communities, not as many trees, not as much green space, but you're giving that up for having a newer home with modern finishes. And you're going to obviously have the lake amenities to kind of accompany that. Now, people love these because they're great places to raise families. There's good amenities. You've got the lake. And it's newer product, right? If you're looking for open concept, front attached garage, again, and the budget kind of can permit that, these are some neighborhoods that people love to go to. And in Auburn Bay and Mahogany, you're going to have a blend, right? You've got multifamilies, you've got some condo developments, you've got some townhouses, you've got some duplex, and then you have up to, $2-3 million estate houses that are backing onto these lakes. Seton, this is a brand new community, so it's only a couple years old. You've got the YMCA, which is a great spot that people love to go to. You've also got the new South Health Campus Hospital down there. You got tons of high density in Seton. There are some single family houses, but primarily we're going to be looking at mid-rise condos, lots of townhouses, lots of condominiums, lots of duplexes. And then you do have, like I said, some single family, but again, Seton is going for more of a higher density play, and they are building out a lot of the amenities. There's even a Cineplex Cinemas, one of the VIP ones where you can drink beer and take the family to if that's what your jam is. But again, Seton's kind of a newer community that people are raving about as well. On the Cranston side, so this is kind of a hidden little gem too. On the bottom here, you've got what's called Riverstone, and that's going to be some of the estate product in Cranston, backing onto the Bow River over here. And then Cranston itself, kind of like mid-2000s and up in terms of years built. And again, you've got a blend, right? You've got condos, you've got townhouses, and you have single family, and it's a little bit newer, right? So again, just to paraphrase, if you want older homes with character and big lots and trees, you're going to want to look at some of the neighborhoods on kind of the northwest side of the southeast, even looking in Douglasdale, McKenzie Town, and McKenzie Lake, Douglasdale, McKenzie Lake. If you're going for some newer product, I would kind of come down into Copperfield, New Brighton, McKenzie Town, Mahogany, Auburn Bay, Cranston, Seton. Again, you can see that this is on the far southeast side of Calgary, so you're going to be probably 25 to 30 minutes away from downtown. But if you're okay with a little bit of a commute, it's pretty easy to hop on Deerfoot and head into downtown this way. You can also loop around all the traffic and take Stony and come all the way around. You can even take Stony and come down onto Macleod and get in this way. So you've got a few options to figure out kind of what you want to do. To kind of finish off the southeast, you've got Walden and Legacy, which are tucked right here. Legacy was actually rated one of the top communities, I think, in 2015 and 2016. And Legacy, again, has a blend, right? It's a newer community. It's got quite a few amenities. You've got multifamily, you've got single family, lots of condos, lots of townhouses, and you've got lots of green space that they've built in Legacy. That is one of the reasons why it got rated as one of the best communities, because the design is very thoughtful in how they've set it up. So a lot of people do like Legacy. There's also some great investment opportunities in both Legacy and Walden for townhouses that are newer with low condo fees, fairly affordable pricing for condos and townhouses. And the single family stuff is really nice too. You can see even here, you've got, some nice kind of natural man-made ponds. You've got some green spaces, the Blue Devils Golf Club. And Walden is kind of a brother sister of Legacy, if you will. It's going to have a very similar product offering to Legacy.
So that concludes our Southeast Calgary map tour. I hope you guys got a ton of value from this video. We just want to make sure that you are the most educated and prepared if you're deciding to make a move here to Calgary. We're going to be releasing a ton of these videos and getting really granular on neighborhood specific product and also describing all of the quadrants that Calgary has to offer. If you're looking at moving in the next 9 to 90 days, please send us a message, just like so many people do. We'll leave a link in the description below so that you guys can book a consult. Again, feel free to schedule a Zoom call or whatever is easiest for you, and we'll see you on the next video.